Hello, myself Sunil Ramakrishnan Nair. Basically we are going to discuss about one document, that is scope document, that is scope management plan. Scope management plan says that what would be this is basically used in PMP, project management plan. This is one of the document of PMP, project management plans documents. This is one of the documents. So basically this document says that it's a scope. Scope means what? What actually you are going to give to the client, and basically how you are going to be, how this your requirements you are going to give to the clients. Client has given the requirements, so that requirement has to be documented in the documentation. So that has to be documented. So basically scope, basically you can say the boundary of the project. What is the project that you have to do from this project? What is the task which you have to achieve from the requirement given by the client? So, in short, what budget the client has given to you, according to that budget, you have to fulfill the project. So, that is basically the project which you are going to do as a computerized, as a software. That basically is a scope, basically. And scope basically has to be in within boundary. Reason behind this is it's a budget. Whatever budget you have got from the client side, according to that budget only you are going to do the project. So scope says that within boundary you have to do the set of tasks. So that basically in scope document, basically what are the things which contains? First of all, collects the requirements of the project. Means you have to collect the entire requirements of the project. That basically you can say entire requirement from A to Z. You have to create entire specifications. What are the specifications, what are the screens which is going to be contained, what are the screens, how the screens going to be displayed, which type of screens will be there, each and every screen of the project, basically that basically contains in this requirements, basically. Then basically definition of the entire clear picture, basically define the entire clear picture of the scope, basically everything should be clear. Clear means if you are going to do this, then you have to tell that in the document that you are going to do. If you are not going to do, that means you have to tell that you are not going to take this in a document, in a project, because your budget says that this many only task you can able to do. So in short, the scope says that within the budget, whatever task you have committed to the client in the proposal of the document, of when the proposal was sent to the client, that time basically you have given some boundary line that this many tasks basically you are going to do, and within this budget you are going to do. So whatever task which you are going to do, that basically we have already defined in the project proposal plan, sorry, project proposal, which has sent with to the client, and client had accepted the project proposal. After that only the project has started. So basically scope says that within that proposal you have to finish the project. So in scope, basically each and everything which you have taken in the project proposal, that has to be that has to be clear. So basically mostly things are cleared in the project proposal, but the task actually you are going to do, that has to be clear in the project scope plan. Create WBS. Create WBS means it says that you are going to do set of tasks. That means the task nowadays basically we use the agile methodology. And agile methodology, sprint are there, user stories are there, set of tasks are there, and then basically you have to define the set of tasks in the sprint. You have to divide the task into sprint 1, sprint 2, sprint 3, sprint 4, and then basically you can finish them. Because if the project is big, then basically you have to finish the project within budget, within time period. Then basically you have to use the sprint formula. That sprint one has divided, a set of 10 tasks has been done in the sprint one, defined in the sprint one, sprint two, sprint three. Then the all the sprint tasks has been started, and the dependencies task has to be done first. So according to that, you have to do the entire plan. So entire WBS, you have to you have to define the entire WBS. WBS says that each and every task that you have to do, and before the task you are going to start, the dependency task has to be completed. So that is WBS basically. WBS means clear picture of the each and every screen, basically each and every task. Then basically after the WBS is done, then basically each and every task you have to do the verification also, because the task which you have done, which you have declared, that has to be verified also. And then basically control the scope. How basically you are going to control the scope? Basically, for example, if you says that the client says that the project has to be, project is ongoing, and then client will say that no, we want this change, we want that change, that like this. Basically change control keeps on coming, keeps on going. So basically you have to control each and every change control plan also. So basically for that, basically change control board team are there. Basically they define the change and defines the plans. Basically they says that we have declared few rules for the change control which client can raise. So few rules are like this: the project manager can approve two change control, and the project director can approve two more. So total basically change control, change plan which client can whatever change client can give to you, in that basically you can only approve four change plans. That is change request only. Four change request can be uh, change request can be basically approved. So only four change request plan you can approve it. So basically you can say the change control board has told you that only four change control plan you can approve, not more than that. If you want more than that, then basically you have to take the approval from the change control board. And if change control board feels that it's a genuine change control by the client side, then basically they approve the change. Basically, otherwise they will do the charges basically. So basically, you can say like this: you can control the entire scope also. Basically, you can say, and then basically in change control, few more things also comes.
આખું આખું લેજો અરે યાર તમે
Basically, in change control, few more things are there that basically says that the document can add this change control things also. Like in scope, basically you can take this all things also. Like this, for example, you can add the project name, you can add the project manager name, you can define the date of the project, you can justify the, you can do the justification of the project, you can scope that within scope what are tasks are going to become, out of scope which tasks are going to become, business objectives, what will be the business objectives, project deliverables, what will be the project deliverable, project what will be the going to be within the project, what will be not going to be within the project, constraints are there and assumptions are there. These basically things also you can add in the project. So this was basically about the scope management plan. Scope management plan basically says that whatever scope you are defining for the project, that has to be done. So scope means within boundary you have to complete the project. So these are the boundaries. These are the boundaries of project. These are the boundaries of developers. These are the boundaries of project manager. These are the boundaries of project developers. These are the boundary of the project cost. These are the boundary of the project directors. So each and every boundary you can say that within this boundary you have to complete the project.